Innovation. Jim is going to cover this part much more than what I say. But I think that when we think about mobility as a general umbrella, but mobility as our major focus. As I said before, I think we are working today on two major things. User interface from one side, and today I think one of the major problems for people is to have a similar interface on different devices. People sometimes they need to switch their mindset between PC and smart handheld, and even with TV, because we should not forget that TV is probably going to be another big display delivering internet experience at home, and people expect to see a similar interface on all these devices. And as I said, the synchronization, to make sure that you have your updated data always with you, and not looking for where is the last file, or where is located the last file. Talking about mobility, as I said, battery life, in my opinion, is the #1 element. I don't think there is any user thinking about internet connectivity and internet experience without all day experience. Thin and light, simply because if you need to carry this product with you, they should be thin and light. The other important thing, I think, is design. These products are becoming much more personal than before. Design is becoming much more important than before. And application, including application store and all the things that are related to internet application. So we really see a big convergence in between PC and phone. And what we see is much more, let's say, phone becoming PC than the PC becoming a phone. In the sense that people experience today when they think about a phone, or let's say when they think about a smart handheld, is to replicate on the smart handheld what they used to do on a phone, in terms of browsing, in terms of connectivity, in terms of social networking, in terms of all the applications they are used to have on a PC. So I think when we think about smart handheld, we are thinking about a device with a similar experience than a PC, and with always connected, with the 3G capability, of course. But I think that it's really much more convergence of traditional smart handheld to PC than vice versa. On the other side, as we said before, I think that with this picture we may see a different picture in terms of operating system, or we will see much more competition between different operating system, and also between different hardware devices. We want to cover all this segment. We said we have a smart handheld covering one-end device, and when you mainly think about content consumption, netbook, something in between, small device but already with good PC capability, but still with the major objective to surf, to browse and to surf internet, and a traditional notebook with full computing experience and full productivity experience. Netbook, as I said, is a very interesting, it started to be a very interesting segment. You may remember that most of the market analysts, they didn't believe at all in this segment. 2 years ago, a lot of people coming from a market research company, they were talking about there is no future for this segment. The new future for this segment, it's equal more or less to 25 to 30 million units shipped this year. So if no future, I think this is a very good no future for a segment, because 28 million is going to represent more or less 25% of total mobile, and I think it's going up, it will go up probably to 25% of total mobile between next year and the year after. We also see a very small cannibalization. There is some cannibalization when we look at netbook versus notebook, but it's not so big. Most of the netbook sales are new user, or let's say new people thinking about netbook for new application, mainly related again to internet, to emailing, social networking, and browsing. What is interesting is that we also see a big big growth coming from young segment, either student education or young people thinking about netbook. But we also start to see some application and some growth coming from small medium business. But because also for small medium business, if you think about people traveling a lot, this can be a very good solution. We are number one over there, and I think we have more than 35% share, not only on the total netbook market, but also on the telco. Telco is one of the channel of netbook market, and we also have a very good presence there, more or less the same market share, 35%, 36%. And now we come to financial. You know that we just announced yesterday some quick number about Q3. We will release Q3 number only by the end of the month, not before. But Q3 was extremely good. First of all, we are back to revenue growth. Small growth, but 5% growth on revenue. I think that most of our competitors are still struggling between 10 to 15% negative growth, talking about revenue. So we are finally back to revenue growth. But also we are back to a very good profitability. You see that we exceed the Q3 profitability. So Q3 last year was a record quarter for us. Q3 this year, after the crisis, or just after the beginning of after the crisis, is going to be another record quarter for us. So Q3 has been really very good in terms of revenue and also in terms of profitability.